let's explain all these rackets. Alright guys, so as you guys may or may not know, the Max Bolt shipment, my first order, came in about 2 days ago. And a lot of these rackets are new to you guys, so we're going to explain what I ordered, why I ordered it, that kind of thing. And as always, all the products are available for purchase on the Nigel For You page. So just go over there, check it out in the yellow basket. So first of all, we have Max Bolt 63 string. I have this in about 8-9 colors. There's about 500 pieces of this. So not just black, there's also white, purple, green, blah blah blah. There's basta check mo dyan. And then of course we have Max Bolt 63 grip. And the reason why I actually sell this grip because it's actually not bad. Like, I'm very particular about my grip. As you guys know, I use Yonex AC102, and I find this to be a very comparable budget alternative. I don't have it in just black. I also have it in a bunch of other colors. There's about 600 pieces of this. We got 10 containers of this, and each container had 12 different colors, and we just reorganized it to be color based. But we have yellow, green, pink, blue, red, a bunch of other colors. So again, just check in the little basket and you will see what is there. Starting at the bottom, or I guess the cheapest rackets, we have these two, the Superstar LTs. So these come in at $1999 currently, and again, all the rackets come with free string and free grip. So if you do the math, right, that the grip is, or sorry, the string is 450 and the grip is 130, so that's already 580 pesos for free. But yeah, this is a 5U head heavy racket. For me, this is kind of replacing the Commander 10, the Commander 80, that kind of lineup, because this has the same specs, 5U head heavy. The shaft is similar stiffness, so it's medyo flexible. Pero the hitting feel on the LTs compared to the Commander 10 that I personally have is just a lot more solid. It feels a lot more, I guess, confidence inspiring, and just doesn't feel as thin, if that makes sense, when you hit off-center shots. It just feels a little bit more reassuring. And if the price is the same, and if the stiffness is the same and all that, why would I not want to replace the Commander 10s with these? So again, these come in in pink and blue. Just pick whichever one you would like. There you go. So moving up the bracket, this comes in at $2.9. This is the Woventech 60. The Woventech 60 is a 4U headlight racket. This is very flexible, so this probably would be the next step up in terms of difficulty. So like the Superstar LTs here, or the ones that you see above in pink, are like very easy to use. This is still quite easy to use, but it's a little bit stiffer than the Superstar LTs. So I would say this is like a good bridging racket between the Superstar LTs and anything more intermediate. So this is the only color I have of it currently. This black and kind of like lime green. I suspect I will get additional colorways, and if it follows the Woventech 90, the other colorways will have different balances. So speaking of the Woventech 90, we can kind of talk about that now. So the Woventech 90, let me get the 3 colors. It comes in, where's the other one? Here. So the Woventech 90 comes in 3 colors. This comes in at $34,999, guys. The 3 colors are significant because they also represent 3 different head weights. So the white one that you see here on the outside is actually head heavy. The one you see over here on my left, that's yellow, is even balanced. And then the one in the middle that's blue, this blue one, is actually head light. So I believe the Woventech 60 also shares the same characteristic, but I don't have the other colorways yet. They only shipped out the black and green one to me. And again, the other differences between the Woventech 60 and the Woventech 90 is the Woventech 90 is also a bit stiffer. I personally have had the Woventech 90 limited edition one. So this is the limited edition one. I've used this for a while now. I got it in Malaysia when I met Max Bolt while I was there training. The Woventech 90 limited, I think, is similar to the yellow one, being even balanced, but solid racket, very dependable. It's a great, easy to use all-rounder racket. So that's the Woventech 90 for you. And then what I suspect to be one of our best sellers from Max Bolt is the Galant Sakiko. So the Galant Sakiko comes in 2 colors, white and black. So in this case, it's just color. They both have identical specs. But aside from the very clean designs of the Sakiko, The reason why I think this will be a bestseller is because I think it's positioned directly against the Enforce and the Ziggler, which I know you guys love and is very popular, but we are always out of stock of. So this might be an alternative that will be easier to stock and have similar levels of performance. Stay tuned for my full review of this. So the reason why I say the Sukiko is positioned against the Ziggler and the Enforce is because it shares a very similar design. If you guys can notice, as you guys see, you know, it has the red weighted grommets in the four corners, similar to the quad voltaic design of the Apex Ziggler and the Enforce, right? So if you guys remember, the Ziggler and the Enforce share the same frame design. The only main difference is the Ziggler is compact, has more head weight. I think the head balance is a bit heavier, and the Enforce is a bit head lighter, still being head heavy, mind you, but it also has a full frame head. Everything else regarding the shift stiffness, the racket length are identical. So the Sukiko comes in at 300 millimeters, has the compact head, and has the medium stiff. So this seems to be kind of like a balance between the Ziggler and the Enforce. It's a bit heavier than the Enforce in terms of head weight, but it is a bit lighter in terms of head weight compared against the Ziggler. So again, probably will be the first racket I review, so I can kind of give you guys a better explanation of how this fits in compared against the Ziggler and the Enforce. As for price, it comes in at $3,799. So again, when you factor in the free string and the free grip, it is comparable in price to both the Ziggler and the Enforce. So again, this is the Sukiko. Okay, going up in price, I think this is like 5K or 6K. I forgot the actual price. Again, always check the basket for the most recent prices, including the vouchers and all that. We have the Galant Tour. So the Galant Tour is, we're moving up into the high-end rackets from Maxbolt now. It comes in two colors. It comes in this white and blue, similar to like the Enforce color of the white and blue. And then it also comes in as like the black and like kind of RGB color, similar to like one of the colorways of the Commander 10, if you will. So the Galant Tour is a 3U head heavy stiff racket, right? So this is going to be good for single players or smashers from the back, right? 3U head heavy, 40T carbon, so high end carbon, and max tension is 43. So we are getting into some, you know, higher end specs here. This is quite stiff. It's not the stiffest racket from Maxbolt. You will see in a bit what I consider the stiffest racket from Maxbolt, but this is definitely very solid, like very much so an intermediate racket. Do not give this to a beginner. They will have a very hard time using this, just because not only is it 3U, it is, I wouldn't say very stiff, it is quite stiff. I would say like 3.5, 4 out of 5 on the stiffness, right? So not only does it come in these two colors, it also does come in a limited edition colorway. This is the Galant Tour Limited. This is my personal one. They're only making 5,000 of these. I have 15 of them up for sale. This is 8K. This is the most expensive one. If you do have some extra money, or you just like the look of the limited edition, check it out. Specs-wise, performance-wise, it does play the same. So if you're just simply caring about performance, then just get the regular colorways instead. And the second to last racket that I have to introduce to you guys is the Superstar 11. So the Superstar 11 is a 4U even balance racket. It is, again, high end, comes in at 4 out of 5 stiffness, and it is 43 pound tension. So similar to the Galant Tour, except it is an even balance racket. It comes in this white, green, and blue colorway. This is the only colorway it comes in. I suspect it is a bit newer one, because it is the only Maxbolt racket so far that I have that has kind of like this new energy boost cap design that Yonex has kind of really made popular to the market. Again, this boost cap is more for serving, more for driving. It doesn't really improve your smashing power all that much. Just wanted to give you the disclaimer that it does have that. And then last but not least, we have the Superstar 10. This is my personal favorite racket. It is also a high-end racket. It's being used by Praveen Jordan, the latest Maxbolt sponsor. If you guys know who he is a former #1 for mixed doubles from Indonesia twice, right? So this is super stiff, comes in both 3U and 4U, max tension 43. This is very much so an advanced racket. Do not buy this unless you know what you're doing, but if you can use this, man, it is so much fun, and a lot of power comes out of it. So that is all of the rackets. Make sure to check them out on the other page if you're interested in buying. Again, free string and free grip for all of these rackets. So yeah, Take care. In just under 10 minutes exactly. Wow.